and theme 2 is called Discernment Through Delusions. This one made me laugh. Just the title made me laugh of it. But hey, we are so in this energy at the moment. And the guides go, as you move through the shattering illusions, the explosive firecrackers shall crescendo to maintain the delusions of these times. Your discernment holds the key to your mental stability. We say, be aware of the firecrackers, but do not let them consume you. Destructive they shall be, yet your power resides within you. Inside your beating heart, there is a wisdom, an inner knowing of the truth of who you truly are. Be still, surrender, and trust your heart to lead the way into a world that you were born to create. So this message is, I guess it sums it up, everything that we're kind of really moving through at the moment. And we are going to be bombarded with more and more information. We already have seen that. We're going to see more of it. And, you know, it's not just the media. It's like people that are consuming the media and then having to kind of discuss it and to make sense of it mentally. And then that creates more noise. Energetically, that creates more noise. So, and just so that you can understand why this can be quite difficult, is that many of us, we have found safety in having knowledge, mental knowledge. If we know it and we understand it, we are safe. And the more we know, the better prepared we are. But what we're finding at the moment is knowledge, and the more we try to acquire the knowledge, the more that it doesn't make sense to our mind, the more frazzled we get, the more we're losing our power or giving our power away, and we're getting disconnected from our bodies and getting anxious and depressed, and all of these things are happening at the moment. So this way of operating is not working to really. You cannot use your mind to discern through delusion. You cannot acquire the information and do the analysis that your mind normally does. This has to be done through the heart and through the felt sense. And the thing is that we already had that. And if you want to call it a technology or tool, we already had that, let's call it compass, that's a better word. We already had that compass within ourselves. We've just been told from the moment that we were born that compass is wrong. Don't follow it, it's going to take you down the wrong path. Here is a framework, and here's how you follow it. The framework is that you grow up, you go to school, you get a good job, you get married, etc., etc., etc. That is the framework you need to follow. If you follow that, then that is the right way. And how many of you have followed that and just feel so disconnected with yourself and wondering, is there more to life than this? And the answer is yes, there is, and it's inside of you. So this is going to baffle the mind, because what you're doing is you're going inside of your heart and you're switching that compass on. When you start to switch that compass on inside of you, what happens, it starts to illuminate the patterns from the ancestors and your past lives where you have been taught to fit into a box, and the programmings of society, because it will kind of fire off to say, are you sure you want to turn me on? Because you told me we have to be off, because otherwise all these bad things will happen. And so you almost have to move through that and move through that to reconnect with it. And as you move through that, that's where it can feel like you're going absolutely bonkers, and it will feel really, really crazy for the mind. But if you really, really listen, the body feels really calm. The heart starts to feel alive. And that's the key, is to listen to those two things. Even if your mind's going a little bit crazy, that's why going out into nature, and I've got some tools here in a second that I'll go through. These are the things that are going to help you to move through this. And just remember, your mind is not bad. Your mind just created these programs to protect you and to keep you safe in this box of society of, these are things that you need to do, and if you don't do them, your safety is taken away from you, kind of thing. And now you're going into your heart, and your heart has its own compass, and you're switching that back on, and it's telling you all these things are untrue, and here is the truth. It will fry the mind a little bit, but just know you can move through this, and we're all moving through this at the moment. And the energies right now are really, really supporting us, and it's really asking us to keep going deeper. And that's why sometimes we plateau, we go into our hearts and we think, okay, I've done the work now. And that's why the depth, we don't know how deep our hearts are. So just keep going and keep going, and be playful and explore it. So another quick way of looking at this, and this came up in the meditation from May, is like, imagine that you have been living in this box and now the box doesn't exist. And so you thought the world was inside of the box, and now you're realizing actually there's a whole other world that is your world, that is outside of the box, and actually the box doesn't exist. So yeah, it does fry the brain a little bit. So just be mindful of that. And that's why I think the first message came to say to really take care of yourself. Take time out just to be with you and take care of your needs. It's going to be so important as we go through these next couple of months. So here are some tools to kind of help with this process. Slow down wherever you can slow down. Slow, deep breaths, walking in nature or being anywhere in nature. You can also visualize that. You can talk to trees. You know, those that know me know I talk to trees. You can talk to trees, to flowers, to water. You can do some work with a practitioner, whether it's energy healing, somatic work, rolfing and fascia tissue work will be really good, because whatever is stuck in your fascias, that can be released, and that you'll find a whole new level of freedom. And turn off your devices, and be mindful of how much you're doomsday scrolling. Don't judge yourself, just notice that you're doing it, and find a way to either put your phone in a box or something like that, or find yourself do something else and leave the phone at home and go for a walk or something. And just become aware of, notice what you are feeding your mind. And here are some other things that you can do just anywhere where you are. You can place your hand on your heart and you can ask your heart, show me the way. And you can also ask your heart, does this feel true for me? And you can also ask, what are you showing me? What do I need to see? So there's some questions that you can really start to have this deeper connection with your heart and conversation with your heart.